Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about the rights of third gender. It's basically a subject of human rights. It comes under the first year of LLB students, which has been taught as an optional. So let us discuss these rights in detail so that you will get the conceptual clarity. Let's move on to the next slide. Here you can see there are 4 different types of conceptions about homosexuality. The first conception is called as sin conception, which shows that there are certain sections of the society which feel that homosexuals are those people who are conducting immoral and wrong acts, and their source of their authenticity is the religious and ethical prescriptions which they have. So people of this kind of mentality outrightly reject these people and discriminate on the basis of their homosexuality. The second conception is called as the illness conception, in which certain people of the society feel these homosexual people, or we can say the LGBT community, which is quite famously used by the media, these people are mentally ill people. They need certain kind of psychiatric treatment. There is certain conceptions related to this. The third conception is more rational, more logical, that is neutral conception, where people feel they are just different with respect to their sexual orientation, but otherwise they are also humans like us, and they also have the dignity. They should also live with dignity and with self-respect. They should get employment, they should get married, they should be able to adopt children, and all the discriminatory laws which are there, they should be deleted from our laws. So mostly people who are rational, for example like me, I feel the same. And the last is social construct conception. It says that people, the way they are brought up, that is a socialization process, it has a deep and huge impact on people's mind. If a boy is being told from his childhood that to behave like a girl, and a boy starts to behave like a girl, so that is another construct which people feel about. So now let's see, this is the basic understanding about homosexuality which people have in their minds. Let's look at the next slide. Now here we can see there are certain discriminatory laws in India. We have to go step by step. Here you can see the first point is section 377 of Indian Penal Code, which says that whoever voluntarily has carnal intercourse against the order of nature with any man, woman or animal shall be punished with imprisonment for life, or with imprisonment of either description for term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. So basically over here you are saying that if a man has sex with a man, or a woman has sex with the same gender, then it's a crime. Now this law has been written 200 years ago, and there is a movement, LGBT movement. This community is getting more and more rights now. Supreme Court has given certain guidelines. There is a bill which is pending in the parliament that they should be given more rights so that they can live with dignity and self-respect. So most certainly I think in the future section 377 might be amended, if not removed, from Indian Penal Code. The second is the Dramatic Performance Act 1876, which empowers the state to ban any play which is scandalous. A gay or lesbian play can be easily banned under this act. For example, if you remember a few years back, there was a movie which was called as Girlfriend. That movie made a lot of controversial scenes were there between, it was shown, lesbians were shown in that. It was a lot controversial movie, and such movies are not looked upon positively by the people. It's not taken positively. So this act actually empowers the state to discriminate certain, violate Article 19, that's speech and expression. People can't express such things in dramas. If you see the third point, that is Indecent Representation of Women Act 1986. If a man who is trying to act like a female, it's considered as indecent under this law, so it can be banned. And the last point which we can see over here is, in this slide over here, we can say is Juvenile Justice Act 1980. So over here we can see it is assumed sometimes that juveniles may have unfit parents. That's a juvenile is a person who is below the age of 18 and has committed a crime. So they feel that a child can turn into a juvenile if their parents are or may be homosexuals. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Labor laws. Employer can remove employees for moral turpitude. Homosexuality can be considered such offence. So under the term moral turpitude, homosexuality can be explained in that term and the person can be removed. And the last point is marriage laws. We know that in our country same-sex marriage is not allowed. So naturally, if you see Hindu Marriage Act, Special Marriage Act, or Indian Marriage Acts, recognize marriages between opposite sex, not the same sex. But we know that in certain states of United States of America, certain European countries, they have allowed same-sex marriages. This movement is taking rapid strides in the world, and let's see what's happened in India. The future might be such that we might recognize the same-sex marriage, but at this moment, Indian society is not ready to accept such things. Okay, let us see at the current situation. The Tamil Nadu state in India was the first state to introduce a transgender, or called as Hijada or Arvani welfare policy. So basically this policy was for the upliftment and empowerment of transgenders in the state. NAS Foundation, it's an NGO, non-governmental organization which is working for the rights of third genders. They filed a petition in the Delhi High Court for protecting the rights of third gender. So in 2009, Delhi High Court decriminalized homosexuality given under Section 377 of IPC. But on 11 December 2013, the Supreme Court of India ruled homosexuality to be a criminal offence, setting aside the 2009 judgment given by the Delhi High Court. On 15th April 2014, the Supreme Court of India declared transgender people as a socially and economically backward class, entitled to reservation in education and jobs, and also directed union and state governments to frame welfare policies for them. Okay, and on 24th April 2015, the Rajya Sabha passed the Rights of Transgender Persons Bill 2014, guaranteeing rights and entitlements, reservations in education and jobs, that is around 2% reservation in government jobs, legal aid, pension, unemployment allowance, and skill development for transgender people. It also contains provisions to prohibit discrimination in employment, prevent abuse, violence, and exploitation of transgender people. The bill also provides for the establishment of welfare boards at the center and state level and for transgender right codes. So here we can see a person can be a gay, a person can be a lesbian, bisexual, transgender, but at the end of the day it's just a human, and as per we can see our government is also taking certain steps to empower these people. This bill, we hope that it gets passed by the parliament and the president is also giving the assent. So these people will find the right place in our society and also help the Indian economy and the Indian society to reach even higher strides. So with this statement, I finish my video. I hope you understand the rights of third gender. In the class, we'll discuss about these rights in detail. We'll also discuss certain case laws. But I hope I have clarified much of the situation which is there at present in the Indian legal system. And if you face any problem, I'm always available in the college. Thank you so much for listening and to viewing this video. Thank you.